Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at Mohamed Ihattaren, a PSV Dutch attacking midfielder who's pretty versatile in those attacking roles. A young 18-year-old who's someone who's got a lot of eyes on him, especially recently. A good player moving forward with the ball. First touch is very good. Technique, good little playmaker in there. Not the hardest working of all, and natural fitness may cause him to suffer later on in his career, but certainly a decent looking player at this stage. £5.5 million value. Has played a few times for PSV already before we start his career, so it'll be interesting to see if he does continue in PSV or if he does move on and take a look at other career paths. So 33 years of age, still at Inter Milan, but we can see he is very unhappy, feeling forced out the club as he has been listed for £4.4 million. A player that you may actually look into getting for £4.4 million. Physicals have declined quite drastically, as expected, with that natural fitness being quite low, but still fairly professional with great first touch, passing technique and vision. Composure is also very good, so he's still a player that you can get use out of. £300,000 a week though is a lot of money to be spending on someone that is deemed surplus to requirements. 140 caps for the Netherlands now though, with 17 goals. How has he performed? So he has performed very well. Last year he didn't do so well, probably one of his worst years in fact in his career. 29 appearances with only 2 assists, which is maybe partly the reason they're wanting to get rid of him for that value. You can see that he has won a few things with Inter as expected. Won the Serie A a couple of times there, the Italian Super Cup as well, and the Italian Cup along with that. So he's obviously still winning trophies. He's still at that level. European football champions, so he won the Euros with Holland as well in 2032. So he's done it internationally, having reached his century for appearances. Very good. He's had quite an interesting career at this stage. Be interested to see if he does move on and carry on his career in football, or if he stops or where's next. So we'll jump again, take a look. So it looks like he is now a director of football. Currently unemployed, but to be fair, one of the better ones we've seen, with judging player ability of 12 and negotiating of 11. Potential ability is a 10 as well, so he's not awful there. You could definitely be looking at him. National A license, maybe wanting a bit too much money to be able to do that. We can see in his career he won 17 competitions overall in a bunch of different countries, in Holland, in international stage, as well as Spain and in Italy. We can see he ended up moving to a couple more times, so we will take a look at that, but there is 161 caps and 19 goals which he ended up on. Interesting to see. He was loaned out to Napoli following his move to Inter, time at Inter, sorry. So he was forced out the club effectively. Did perform a little better that season. Went to Monaco on a free where he just didn't play at all, but then instantly got sold to PSV for £450,000. Maybe a bit of a throwback to where he started. Played a little bit, did quite well, but the season after obviously only played one game in a poor performance, which resulted maybe in his retirement from the game, realising it's time to come to an end. But certainly interesting career path to see. He's performed at some big clubs with a lot of money being spent on him. £250 million overall. 535 appearances, 57 goals and 81 assists as well. So a decent turnaround. A player I'd certainly look at. He's not necessarily the best when it comes to latter stages of careers, but certainly someone you will be having to spend quite a bit of money on by the looks of things to be able to bring him into your club. So just make sure that he's the right one for you to use. But I hope you did enjoy. I certainly did. Like, subscribe and all that good stuff, and I will catch you next time.